Besides what I always have in my pocket, namely a knife and a all cotton large hanky or kerchief that I made, I carry my survival stuff in a hip flask. This came as a two-piece hip flask. It's made by Nalgene. The white part inserts in the blue part. I sawed off the bottom of the white part so that this functions now just as a top or a seal, and everything else goes inside. The first element is safety. Of the ABCDEs of first aid, the C and the D, or circulation and disability, are the two most likely things to have to cope with in a short-term emergency of 24 to 48 hours. So for the circulation, for me, that basically means blisters and bleeding. Bleeding is taken care of by Telfa pads and some Band-Aids. If need be, I can use my kerchief. Mechanical injuries or disability, there's probably not enough tape here to do a full tape up of an ankle or a wrist, but there's enough to at least get it stabilized. And I guess I may add some more to that. And the final thing on safety is pain management. I carry ibuprofen. Shelter. The it goes everywhere space blanket. Water. This is a Reynolds oven bag that I think is used for putting a turkey in or something in to bake in the oven. And even though it's plastic, apparently it doesn't melt. It is great for holding water, and it folds up, as you can see, into a very, very small package. For purification purposes, my preference is for chlorine dioxide, which is either Aquamira or in this case micropure tablets. Requires 4 hours. Fire steel, which everybody's familiar with. I also, by the way, have a portion of a carbon steel hacksaw blade, which also works great, maybe even better. For communication, I have a Fox 40 whistle and a signal mirror. Now, tools of general use. You've already seen the folding knife for cutting. I also have this hacksaw blade. For light, I have the Princeton Tech little push button carabiner snap light. I'm not sure what the model number is. 2, 3, 4. That's the fourth one is the flasher, and then it turns off. For wayfinding, a little button compass. This just happens to be a Brunton. And the other general purpose stuff is a what started out as a hank and is now a bird's nest of bank line. An element of the water that I forgot, if I need to boil or I want to heat and cook water, I have some folded up aluminum foil which I can shape into a pot and heat over a coal. Part of the appeal of using a hip flask as a container is that I can also carry 12 ounces of water to keep me hydrated as I walk. If I were concerned about it needing to be carried upside down or being worried about it splashing out, I'd put my little adjustable top on it. So there you have it, a short-term, minimal personal survival kit in a hip flask.